Wow, what a match it was. Monday night inside of historic Gallagher Arena. It's supposed to be on Sunday, but weather delayed everything. So everybody held over, and it was over 8,000 people. And man, were they entertained to a great match. Again, Oklahoma State, they lost their first match with Troy Spratley, then did not lose another match the rest of the night. So, hey, it was nerve-wracking at the beginning, but it was not nerve-wracking for very long. And there were some very, very, very awesome moments that we are going to cover in this podcast. So let's get to the action and let's talk some OSU Cowboy wrestling. The duel got off to a little bit of a shaky start as there was a little bit of an upset for the Cowboys. Troy Spratley, the number 2 ranked wrestler at 125, did drop his decision to Robinson of North Carolina State. In the very first match, it was the only match of the night that the Cowboys did lose. You can see it was a very, very, very tightly fought match. You see right here, Troy Spratley looked like he was going to get around and get his 3 points and probably take a 5-point lead. You can see the clock there go under 1 minute. But man, Robinson did a great job of holding on to that right foot of Troy Spratley, and Spratley was not able to get that right foot out, and because of that, he was not able to score any more points, and he ended up getting defeated in this match. So the Cowboys lost the first match at 125 and went down 3-0 in the duel. But again, that was the last match the Cowboys were going to lose all night. Is watch this scramble. The moment of the night, another one of those huge moments in Gallagher Arena. You can see this is third period, and it just started. And Cale Hughes, unranked for the Cowboys, after OSU had lost at 125, comes back, and in a really squirrely scramble, a situation to where it looked like he actually might be the one that's in trouble for a minute. Probably not a move that any wrestler, I don't know a whole lot about wrestling, but I would have to assume, as you see it right here, this is not a move that any wrestling coach would probably suggest that you try here. But hey, anyways, right there, I wouldn't think that anybody would want that to happen. But Cale Hughes was able to flip Orion over and get the pin. So wow, he got the fall there. So the Cowboys now in the duel after the incredible moment there from Cale Hughes. Over 8,000 people at Gallagher Arena going absolutely wild. Take a 6-0 lead in the duel at that point, and boy, it was just an electric moment. You can see Cale Hughes, how excited he was. And then right here, Tajan Jamison just absolutely just put on a clinic at 141. Look at him pick up his man right there in Tracy. 3-point takedown off that double leg right there. He then rode Tracy for the remainder of the first period, then started the second period down. He had 1:51 of riding time, but didn't waste any time reversing right there, Tracy. So he's had a takedown, he's had a quick escape, he's rode Tracy, he has a reverse, and now he has another double leg. So he's had a single leg, he's had a double leg, he's ridden Tracy, he's escaped Tracy, he's reversed Tracy. I mean, just absolutely complete dominance for Tajan Jamison. Then to cap it all off, how about that cradle right there for the near fall points? And it was said and done. The entire score of the whole match here was 22-5, and the Cowboys got a major decision to move the score of the duel to 11-3. So what a great match. Tajan Jamison just wrestled fantastic on Monday night. And then at 149 in the next match for the Cowboys, it was Carter Young. Look at that single leg right there. Boy, that is quick. That is great timing. Reaches around, trying to get behind, trying to get his points. Actually, was going to try to take his man to his back and get the whole enchilada. Wasn't able to do that, so stays with the move right here. Eventually got to get that left leg out. You can see, got to get the left leg out to get your points, and eventually does and gets his takedown. So didn't get the 5-point move with the takedown or the 7-point move or any of that, but did get the 3-point takedown. Now he grabs in on a leg here of his opponent, Bestjens of North Carolina. Bestjens, you can see, nationally ranked number 33 at 149, but really just getting dominated here by Carter Young. And Carter Young doing a good job of controlling things from the top. That looks painful there. Got to get that right leg out. But then again, just doing a good job against Beskins here. Got a great win, trying to keep him in bounds right there. Young eventually chose down in the third period that you saw just a minute ago. Just 12 seconds in, hit that single leg. And there's it back to the beginning of the match. And then by the end of it, had a great win. Just really a grinder for Carter Young. And to move the duel to a 3-point decision for him as far as team points, to move the duel score to 14-3. That set us up for the weight of 157. And Caleb Fish, who had a really nice match. You can see him right off the bat. Not right off the bat. There was no score through the first period, both men on their feet. And then Fish started the second period and the down position, escaped. And then you see right here this cradle or whatever move that might be there. Did a good job of scoring points on that move. Again, at 157, the opponent here of Scott was an All-American in 2023. So a very, very formidable opponent here that Caleb Fish, ranked number 14, really did a good job of defeating. Scott chose the down position to start the third period. And with no riding time either way, the scene was set for a lot of drama with the match at 4-2, and then you saw this drama coming down the stretch. Scott get on a leg, but then after a scramble that you saw, finished his move, took a 5-4 lead, then almost took Fish to back points, but somehow Fish rolled out of it. That we saw, he tied the match at 5-5. 30 seconds later, and then Fish nailed a double leg, took Scott down for 3, got his 4 near fall points, and it was a 7-point move by the end of it. And by the end of this match, you're going to see right there, rolling out of this, a 7-point move to make what was a very, very, very close match look not quite as close for Caleb Fish. And again, just a reminder that Scott, the young man he's wrestling here, was an All-American. Look at him roll out of that. He's down 5-4 at this point, escapes. Now it's 5-5. There's the double leg. Here comes the 7-point move. We got it right there he didn't quite have his points yet. Getting ready to get his points, takes his man to his back right there, gets his 4 back points, 7-point move. What a great moment at 157 for the Cowboys and for Caleb Fish. So another match that goes the Cowboys' way. And then that sets the Cowboys up for the next weight at 174, and the always formidable Dean Hamady Jr., who did a great job of just really working his match. Got an early takedown there that you saw of Singleton, who is ranked number 19 at 174. So very formidable match from that point on. Outscored Singleton 8-1. And so actually Hamady got took down early in the match and then outscored his opponent Singleton from that point on 8-1. So Hamady shot in his single, didn't land, kept working the move, eventually got a takedown double in the match that you're going to see there. And then with 30 seconds left, Singleton shot in the match. Hamady Jr. blocked the shot, eventually got around, got more points in the third period, and just absolutely dominant. I mean, this was a technical clinic of the aspects of wrestling, both with his offense, the way that he scored on his moves and his shots, and then also by the way he played defense and scored on the moves of Singleton as well. So at 174, Dean Hamady Jr. gave the Cowboys a victory there, and that set us up for Dustin Plott, who wrestled next for Oklahoma State. And Dustin Plott, as you're going to see here, got the escape in the third period. No score through 2 periods. Plott started in the down position in the third period and escaped, and then took Fishback down. You can see Fishback right here at 184. It's ranked number 11. Tried to get off the mat because he knew Fishback did. If Plott was able to drag him back on the mat, there was going to be a 3-point takedown, and that's absolutely what happened. You add in the 1 minute and 58 seconds of riding time, and it ended up a 5-point win for Dustin Plott, and a really nice match for him to set us up for Luke Serber, who was going to face the number 26th ranked wrestler at his weight division at 197 for NC State. Knopp right here, as you can see, gets in on a leg real early within the first 30 seconds. Kind of a single leg, kind of sucks it in, gets Knopp to the mat, gets his 3-point takedown, and tries to ride out the period, wasn't able to quite do that. So Knopp got away, got his escape point, got kind of squirrely right there for Serber. Serber kept working, but eventually got the takedown out of that move. Again, this has been a common theme for OSU. Winning the scramble type situations and then also scoring off of the other team's shots. You can see right there, Knopp shot in. Knopp's a great wrestler too. And Serber just played great defense, blocked off the shot, got points of his own. And then the Cowboys are offensive themselves. So Luke Serber, a really, really just dominating win when it was all said and done. The total of the match was 18-2. Oklahoma State was already well within control of the duel itself. So this was a situation to where we were just wrestling out to see how the individual wrestlers were doing. And then Wyatt Henderson finished off the night in style, sucks up a single leg. Not every day you see a heavyweight suck up a single leg and execute in the first 30 seconds of a match, but that's Wyatt Hendrickson. Another single leg with less than a minute to go in the first period. So you can see Wyatt Hendricks really, really wrestling aggressive. And keep in mind, this is Trumbull at heavyweight, who is ranked number 4. This is not just chop liver that Wyatt Hendrickson is making look like a fairly easy opponent at this position. So gets back points, moves. Actually, I don't think he's getting back points right there, but 2 takedown moves to make it 6-0. He gets back points right here. That's kind of that freestyle, just roll him over and get some cheap tilt points right there. Wyatt Hendrickson doing a great job of that. So yes, Wyatt Hendrickson's a heavyweight, but definitely a technician when it comes to being a wrestler and being able to execute, being able to do all sorts of different types of moves to score. So a great victory for Oklahoma State over North Carolina State, who came in nationally ranked, had a lot of nationally ranked wrestlers. So next up, Oklahoma State's in action at home on Sunday. They're going to host West Virginia. West Virginia is another nationally ranked club. They're going to bring in 4 nationally ranked wrestlers, including Peyton Hall at 165, Jordan Titus at 141, Brody Conley, and Dennis Robin are ranked wrestlers as well for West Virginia. Starts at 2 o'clock on Sunday at the historic Gallagher-Iba Arena. This group's a lot of fun, so go out and check them out.